Aidan Hutchinson year one, if he gets you 7 sacks, he can still win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He can still be impactful. At 2, he should just be a top 10 edge rusher after 2 years and top 5 going into year 3 and 4 and 5. I just need him to be healthy and to be a menace. It's not about, Adam, he only got 7 sacks. He's a bust. Right now, I want to discuss the it factor, quote unquote, that Aidan Hutchinson reportedly has. He's getting a lot of praise from Allen Park. A lot of the coaches are blown away, right? This is interesting. Usually, coaches are blown away going into camp by the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round guys, right? They didn't expect it. It's tough to be blown away by the guy you select number 2 overall because you're expecting him to be that good. Having said that, I don't believe this is a bunch of smoke just trying to prop up Aidan Hutchinson. What I'd like to accomplish in the next 14, 15 minutes is I'd like to mentally prepare you for what you should expect and should see on the field this year from Aidan Hutchinson. You can go from 7, 8, 9, you can even project 10, 11, 12 sacks, double digits, be my guest. That's irrelevant to me. What's relevant is that 5 of the last 6 defensive linemen taken number 2 overall have won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Chase Young, Nick Bosa, the most recent 2. And since the year 2000, I believe off the top of my head, it's Julius Peppers, Von Miller, Chase Young, Nick Bosa. I'm missing one player. The 6th player is Chris Long, but he didn't win it. There's one player I'm missing on that list. Julius Peppers, Von Miller, Nick Bosa, Chase Young. All taken number 2 overall. Oh, and Ndamukong Suh. How could I forget? That's our boy. Defensive Rookie of the Year. 5 of the last 6. Not bad. Not bad if you ask me. Guys that can get to the quarterback, guys that are going to put pressure on the quarterback. In a league where, we've become so accustomed to advanced metrics, advanced analytics, sacks are important. But boy, I can learn a lot about a defensive player, especially if he plays on the defensive line, by how many quarterback pressures he gets. See, sometimes TJ Watt will go a game where he has no sacks, and the Steelers win, and the opposing offense looks like it got nothing accomplished. Why? Well, he got to the quarterback 5 times. It wasn't a sack, but it was a quarterback pressure. It wasn't a sack, but you made the quarterback release the ball half a second sooner than he wanted to. Or you made him hold on to the ball half a second later than he wanted to. And that's all the difference between an incomplete pass, a completion, and an interception. That's how marginal the NFL is. So Aidan Hutchinson year 1, if he gets you 7 sacks, he can still win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He can still be impactful. Sacks can sometimes also be misleading, right? You can be an individual who finishes the year with double-digit sacks, let's say 11, but you only had 17 quarterback pressures, which means when you got to the quarterback, it just so happened that the quarterback held onto the ball. He wasn't able to release it, some of it to your credit, some of it to your teammates' credit, some of it to the quarterback's mistakes. See, there are also players in the league who get 25, 30 quarterback pressures, but don't finish with the same amount of sacks as some of the other players. But they're just as, if not more, impactful. So Aidan Hutchinson, the number 2 overall pick, the consensus number 1 player on almost every team's board except Trent Baalke in Jacksonville. You got him number 2 overall. And what you should expect from that guy is to be one of the better players on your defense year 1. A disruptor, a guy that can get to the quarterback. Get to the quarterback. Doesn't have to be a sack. Can you get to the quarterback and make an impact for this football team? This team has been bottom 5 in terms of quarterback pressures and sacks over the last 6-7 years. It's been a rough go for the defensive line. And look, to the Lions' credit, under Schwartz and under Caldwell, when they had that one instance, that one season of success, the 10-win season and the 11-win season, what could you rely on every Sunday when watching the Detroit Lions? They were going to get after the quarterback. They were going to get after the quarterback. And that's why we talk about, oh, well, you need a mobile quarterback. A mobile quarterback isn't Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson. A mobile quarterback is Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, guys that can just make this much space, or delay the pass rush by this much, or extend it by rolling out. That can get you the extra 2-3 seconds maybe you need to hurt an opposing defense. That's a mobile quarterback in today's NFL. Josh Allen, love that he can run. Patrick Mahomes, he's mobile too. Kyler Murray, love that he can run. They're mobile, but the quarterbacks that win in today's NFL are the ones that stand in the pocket. How do you stop a guy from standing in the pocket? You draft a guy like Aidan Hutchinson, Detroit. That's how. That's why I've never been more confident in the Detroit Lions than I am today. Is Aidan Hutchinson a poor man's Nick Bosa? I mean, what exactly is that? What's the comparison with him and Bosa? I want to know. Where do you get that conclusion? Or where do you get that comparison? Nick Bosa in college, I could argue very similar to Aidan Hutchinson. Nothing consistent, nothing overwhelming. But year one, Nick Bosa had 9 sacks. He missed year 2. And then in year 3, last season, 15.5. Poor man's Nick Bosa? So you're telling me 7 sacks year 1. Year 2, if he plays 10 sacks. Year 3, 13 sacks, which would be less than Nick Bosa. I'll take that. I'll take 7, 10, and 13 in a 3-year stretch. You're telling me 30 sacks in 3 seasons? I'll take that. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Fumbles? I'll take that. But I don't understand this idea that he's a poor man's. Why? Why? He's not as athletic. He's a freak athlete. He graded out higher than Nick Bosa did in college in athletic score. I mean, what are we doing here? Oh, he has tiny arms. It's actually kind of better. Because when you make contact with the offensive lineman, you are driving into his pads. You're not relying on your long arms to push him out of the way. When you push, you have leverage. I don't understand why that's such a problem. At 2, he should be Bosa or better. At 2, he should just be a top 10 edge rusher after 2 years and top 5 going into year 3 and 4 and 5. That's the goal. That's the ideal goal when you take somebody that high. You want these guys to be great, of course. But to say, if I told you he got 33 sacks in 3 years, would you take it? I think you would. He's on pace to have over 140 sacks in his career. Come on. And he's not even in his prime. So, yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you want to use TJ Watt as an example, but he was selected 30th overall. So it's complicated because expectations are different. But TJ Watt, year 1, 7 sacks. Year 2, took the next step. Boom, 13 sacks. Year 3, boom, 14 sacks. Year 5, boom, 15 sacks. Year 6, 22 Defensive Player of the Year. I don't need a Pro Bowl. I don't need an all-rookie team. I don't need any of... Well, no, who cares about the rookie team? But the point is, I don't need any of that year 1 from Hutchinson. I just need him to be healthy and to be a menace. And if he finishes with 7 sacks, so be it. But damn, be very clear. Year 2, I'm walking in with the expectation. Hey, Hutch. 12 sacks this year, bud. 11, 12 sacks, minimum. Let's go. That's what you got to be at if you want to be great. Now, he could be at 10, and the world wouldn't end, and you could expect 14, 15 his third year. Sure. Quarterback pressures. Don't just look at sacks with Hutchinson. Quarterback pressures. Are you getting to the quarterback? I can rely on Aidan Hutchinson to be on the field. I can rely on him to generate pressure. I can rely on him to be a part of the run-stopping scheme. I can rely on Aidan Hutchinson. That's why I think by the end of the year, he'll be a team captain going into next year. So I'm feeling very, very good about the direction not only the Lions are going in, but where their defensive line is going. That's also very important. So my question to you, and to all of you at home, so Maddie, feel free to answer. Is it fair to put 9, 10 sack expectations on Aidan Hutchinson year 1?
I would like to see it. I mean, I don't want to have too high of expectations for him, but I also do because we picked him. I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
I feel you. That's fine. I
just
got
a
you. I
little
got you. Don't
boy.
worry. Don't worry.
But would I like to see it? Yes. Do I think those expectations should be there based on where we picked him? Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's what I got.
And I don't mind the people that are coming out and saying, I think he's going to get 12 sacks. All right, good for you. That is
That's
that is
cute.
on the extreme side of optimism, and I hope you're right.
I would be happy with 7.
Yeah, I think 7 could be the floor. 8's fine. 9's fine. Like, at the end of the day, all you want is by year 3 to for Aidan Hutchinson to be one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. That's all you care about. You don't care just about year 1. It's not about, Adam, he only got 7 sacks. He's a bust. That's not how this game works. If I told you, no matter what happens in year 1 and year 2, by the end of year 3, he would be regarded as one of the best edge rushers in the NFL, would you be happy? Yes, you would. So how about we take a little bit of a step back, watch his game progress. Would you like to see immediate impact on the field? Absolutely.
Duh.
I picked you number 2 overall. You better. You better show up. You better give me Nick Bosa numbers. You better give me Chase Young numbers year 1. You better give me TJ Watt numbers year 1. Which isn't asking for much because it varies from 7 to 9.5 sacks. Not asking for much.